So what I feel like doing is just presenting a little bit on a band that I really love and is a 10 to me. The band is a 10. Not all their records. This is a 10, although there are things that I would change. I mean, honestly, if I could about it. But I want to just present to you Happy the Man, an American progressive rock band from the late 70s. Apparently, the two of the members, who are all American, first met while in Germany, possibly in the service. And when they got back to the States, I think the Maryland area is when they put the band together. And this is really one of my all-time favorite albums. And I'm going to drop it in the background. Sorry that I don't have better fidelity. Like, I don't really understand why I don't have better fidelity on my mic, but here we go. It's not hard rock at all. As much as I love all kinds of music and I love intensity and realness, I'm always ready for this. This is beautiful. And it has what a wonderful feeling this music has. I like that color of the cover. Yeah, I just love this music. I'm gonna turn it back down a little bit. Just feel like talking a little bit about music and just presenting some more music that's important to me. I think I discovered Happy the Man, even though when I saw the record, I knew right away the reference, because this is the name of a Genesis single that was never released on an album proper, Happy the Man. Neat little song, kind of had commercial potential, but did nothing. So when I saw the record, saw the cover, and the name of the band, it was like, I knew. I mean, it was like, God, this had better be good. And it did not disappoint. When they came together, they originally put out 2 albums before breaking up. That first one, and then Crafty Hands. This one is also good, but not as pleasing overall to me as the first one. The thing that detracts for me is the vocals. Stanley Whitaker's vocals are very chopped and short and sharp, and it's like they needed somebody to sing, and he was, I guess, the best candidate, but the vocals are, for me, it's like, I love that most of the music is instrumental. I just want to come back to this. This is what we're listening to. I highly recommend it. Whatever you listen to, this music will really help bring a nice mood. Kind of cinematic. I just love it, I mean, I can definitely see where a person that's not into this could make fun of it, and I just really don't care, because that's missing the point. This is gorgeous. It feels so wonderful. So they put out another vinyl, Better Late, third. It's like they broke up, but they had recorded this and hadn't quite gotten it past the demo stage. But these compositions are like, this is better than the second album. It's like they were thinking, okay, we better get back to business here. And probably money and interest wane. You know how things change. People get married, fall in love, all that stuff. That's what happens. But this is also good. It's also on... That's Kit Watkins, by the way, on keyboards, who went on to play in the band Camel for a while. I'll show that in a second. But this CD, it's out of print, I'm sure, but Happy the Man Retrospective has the best, pretty much all of the first album and the best cuts from Crafty Hands on it. I don't know if these have been reissued. They probably have by now on CD. And then the Better Late, when it first came out on CD, this is what that looks like. I mentioned Kit Watkins, the keyboardist, who, I mean, the whole band is excellent, but his keyboard playing is a huge feature of the band, and he made some solo records. Labyrinth, the first of them I've featured before in video. This is one of my top. Again, I'm not good at saying what would be an exact top 10 or 25, so I won't do it. I just use that term to say that this is an album I regard very highly. Very highly. Lovers of prog, instrumental, beautiful, keyboard-oriented music that is melodically fresh. This is the shit. This is one of the best albums, in my humble opinion, for my taste. Because again, I always leave that caveat. We're not all the same. Some of you who may try this out may not like it. His second solo album, Frames of Mind, is a complete nosedive because he makes concessions for commerciality and they suck. He's got a guy on here named Brad Allen singing. Mistake, in my opinion, for the sake of the music. It's real obvious to my ears. I don't know if you can hear that, but that music is killer. First, Happy the Man is badass music. Here they tried to put some commercial shit on it and just fucked it up. He made one more album, a duo with a percussionist who was also in the original Happy the Man, or at least was on the album. I think he was actually in the band, yeah. Kit and Coco, In Time. This is a bit more return to form, although it has some 80s. And some of that 80s, yeah, 85. Some of those stock 85 production values, DMX sound, if you know what I mean, kind of date this a little bit, but it's much better than the previous one. I also know that this is the one album for sure that Kit Watkins made with Camo in the studio. I'm pretty sure he toured with them, but I don't know that he played on any other studio albums. I Can See Your House From Here. And this is a really good Camo album. It's a nice mix of the commercial. That was what I always liked about Camo, is that they've always had this popness to the music, but always the progressive melodicism and freshness in the rhythm section. So, just to go back to my original purpose here, is to just say this is one of my top bands. I just love Happy the Man. It's a 10. Absolutely. This is a 10.